Welcome back to Bella Society. Well, you know what? If you're just joining us earlier, I was mentioning that we'll be making aprons, but not any apron, batik. And this lady, wonderful guest with me today, she's actually not local, but let's please welcome Amy Blair. She's the creative director of Batik, the Batik Boutique, and we have Rohana Muhammad. She's the tailor of the Batik Boutique. Why I say they're not locals? Because obviously Batik is very associated with Malaysia,
Yes.
and you are doing Batik. So tell me a bit about yourself. Where are you from? How long have you been in Malaysia for?
Yeah. So I'm originally from Texas, from the U.S., and I've been in Malaysia since 2007.
2007?
Yeah, my husband and I came married here. We didn't have kids yet, and since then we've added 2 little boys, both born in Malaysia, and we love
They're
living
Malaysian.
here. Malaysia doesn't give dual citizenship, so they're actually American. But my oldest son, if you ask him where are you from, he tells you Penang.
Penang.
Yeah,
So
he's
cute.
born in
Does he
Penang.
have American accent, or is he Laz, or he's still too young?
He's actually has quite a strong Texas accent.
Really?
But he can understand some Malay here and there.
Because my mom's
and stuff.
English, and
Yeah.
she used to go, there's no such thing as la in the English language. Now she's la everywhere.
Yeah,
She
I
just
do
goes
la
la.
too, yeah.
So tell me a bit about the Batik Boutique, and why were you inspired to do Batik?
Yeah, well, the Batik Boutique came out of 2 things. One, I think the fabric is just beautiful, myself, and I had lived here a few years, and what happened was every couple years when I would go back to see family and friends, I started running out of things to take them from Malaysia that were actually truly Malaysian, made in Malaysia, and also sort of with the color schemes that Western tastes prefer.
Yeah.
So one day I had a friend who was a single mom, and she was just looking for extra income with what else could she do. So we started talking with, I said, so can you make kueh? Or I'm just thinking, like, what can she do to help her? Yeah, help her to earn some extra income. So we found out that she could just do some basic sewing.
Nice.
So I had this idea. I first just went downtown and started picking up all of these pieces of batik, and I said, well, what can you do? So actually, the first product that we did was the apron. And we started with coasters and aprons and a few baby slings because a lot of my friends were having babies at that time. So they're just really nice when it's this big, bright material.
I know they're really nice, and it's nice, like as a good gift for.
Right. So I started going back, and what happened was I just was trying to help this single mom out to get some extra income. So I was just buying the batik, paying her some to go sew, go back to the States and take the gifts. Well, what happened was when I was back, all of my family and friends, they just loved the material.
Wow.
So then they came up to me and they said, hey, do you have any more? Like, can we buy it from you?
Then
And
you
so
clicked.
the light went off in my head and said, can buy la.
Can buy la. See,
Can
he's got
make.
the la there as well.
So can make. So that's what it started. So we started that way, just small, and we just keep growing.
So you
growing.
use that sling thing with your kids as well when you're growing up?
Actually, I think they just
They
showed
showed
a
the
picture of my
pictures a lot
husband.
to make sure.
My husband,
very
Kerry,
handsome man right
Thank you.
there.
Thank you, very handsome.
So he's very supportive, obviously.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
he part of it as well, or he?
He has his own consulting business here, but of course, because when you start your own business, it's a lot of work up front.
course,
So he's very patient with me late at night when I'm on Pinterest and Facebook and making all these designs. And usually I have one child strapped on one side of me and holding another.
How old are
hand.
your 2 kids?
I have a 4-year-old boy and a 1.5-year-old son.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's full-time mommy working, and at the same time. So tell me a bit how you gonna make the apron?
Okay.
Well, an apron is for people who don't. You should know what an apron is to keep the food off. But it's so nice. Do you actually want to dirty your batik?
No, you know what's really nice about batik too, because you know how most Malaysians wear it like as a sarong.
Yes, right.
They're machine washable.
Very
so
true.
it's
Easy.
okay. You
Easy
spill on
peasy.
it, you just throw it into the washing machine.
So Kak Ana here is your tailor as well.
Yeah, she's my friend and also helps with some of the sewing.
Lovely. So she'll be the one showing us how to do it.
Yeah, and then I'll just tell you what she's doing.
Kak Ana drawing melalui paper ni, and Kak Ana akan cut, ikut follow paper, dan Kak Ana jadikan seperti ini.
Okay. So after she cuts it, according to the paper, it will look something like this. So a shape of an apron.
Yeah, so you can, depending on, like, I'm tall, other people are not so tall.
Yeah,
so you can adjust according to your
one
body.
size fits all. Is it all? You can adjust
no,
it?
it is for sure. But I'm saying, like, if you're making your own at home, you can kind of measure like your chest and how the length that you want it, and then you just follow along and you come out with the actual shape of the apron.
Ya,
Nice.
and cut and jahit untuk tali dahulu, and baru Kak Ana jahit tepi semula dan jadi seperti
yang mana? Yang ni.
So,
So
yang siap
after she
ready.
sews everything, the edges, you get an apron that looks like this. So you even have the little pockets. Kan?
Yeah, so we start with...
So how do you... Oh, you're going to show it to us.
Sure.
Yeah. So ladies at home, if you have some scissors and you have some old batik that you want to use, or that sarong, take it out.
And make something a little modern and classic.
Yeah.
Itu untuk tali.
Yeah, so we cut, Kak Ana cut 4 pieces of this material, and they're about 29 inches long.
Ya.
So we've got 4 pieces.
4 pieces.
2 for the top and 2 for the side.
Yes, right.
Dan ini untuk poket depan. Ya. And Kak Ana akan tampal lah jahit dekat sini. First semua setelah siap semua, and last baru Kak Ana buat poket.
Oh.
Ya.
So but when you for the what do you call that, the string part, the belt?
Ya, kena
How do you
jahit
actually
dahulu
turn it?
seperti ini. Kak Ana akan jahit lah.
We turn them in about a half an inch.
Half an inch.
Yeah.
Semua.
Half an inch, and then you fold over again. Both sides in half an inch.
And then they
Like this. And then you just sew all along.
So for you, Amy, have you gotten crafty yourself? Do you yourself?
I do. I'm not so good at the sewing. I can a little bit here and there. I'm more of the ideas person.
And then you also come up with the design.
Yeah, I do the designing.
So what other things besides? So is that the apron? So anything else nak tunjuk lagi? Itu je.
Mesin jahit.
Yeah, we don't have the sewing machine here, but it's straightforward, I think.
Yeah, you just sew all around.
And then
And you make sure that you add
this is the finished product.
the straps.
Really neat. I mean, obviously, once you can do it. So anyone could actually try and do this.
Yeah.
But it's nice. So how much would an apron, I mean, you sell aprons, ready-made aprons, or can people come in and choose the material and say, oh, I want this to be apron, or it's all ready-made?
Yeah, well, we do a lot of different things now because this started just as this hobby of mine, and since the light went off that people actually wanted to pay money for it, then, we started it as a business as well. And so right now you can look on our website or our
you have a
Facebook
website,
page,
www.thebatikboutique.com.
thebatikboutique.com, and you can see what we change up our fabrics depending on the season now, so you can see what's out right now. Any of that internationally or in Malaysia can be ordered online, and we ship anywhere.
So you ship anywhere.
Yeah.
So where do you get most of your orders from?
It depends. We were focused at first actually on the U.S. because that's where I knew the market there. I'm from there. I have contacts. I know color schemes and things, what people would like. So we started there, but we've actually even have a boutique in Japan who's ordered from us. And since then, we've started collaborating with some other artisans in Malaysia and shops here. And so we've expanded to the Malaysian market. Yeah.
Which is fantastic. I want to ask Kak Ana, dah berapa lama bekerja dengan Amy?
Dalam 2 tahun lebih.
2 tahun. Suka tak?
Suka.
So you can speak Malay as well. You understand? Boleh. Wah, pandainya. I love it. So has anyone ever said something in front of you and you go like, I understand what you just said. Have you ever got that?
Actually Malaysians are quite, they're quite polite. And
They
so
are.
in an elevator, I often stand and I just listen, waiting if they say something about the mozzarella. So
usually
far,
it's compliments. If it's a compliment, you keep quiet and smile. But if they say anything bad, you go, excuse me, I understand everything you say. I just understand everything.
Okay.
So far, so good thing to know that Malaysians are polite most of the time.
Yeah.
Well, what other stuff do you have? I noticed this cute baby bib. I mean, I couldn't help notice this. This is so cute. Look at that. Obviously inspired because you have your 2 boys.
Yes,
but this
exactly.
is so cute. Is this harder to make? Obviously, it's a bit more. What do you call that? Not hardy, but
it's got an interfacing in it, so it absorbs any of the liquid if they're eating.
So it's very functional as well.
Yeah, it's very functional. I mean, it's great for even kids that are just drinking from the bottle or eating food. And the nice thing is, again, even though it's really pretty, you just throw it in the machine. And it's
fantastic. And I love it. Look, see. And the nice thing about batik, boys or girls, except with an apron, depending. You can have a more boisterous apron as well. And what other things besides aprons and the bib? What products do you
we've recently started partnering with AZ Batik out in Kelantan, and they do these really nice hand-block selendang.
Yeah.
But what we do with them also is, because it's winter in the States and stuff right now, we market them as just scarves. So this is a newer one of our products, and they're all hand-blocked in really nice colors and color schemes. So that's something that we're doing. We do. Another friend of ours, Melissa, does sewing of these jewelry rolls.
Wow.
So this is like if you're traveling and you need to, your long necklaces or your rings, and there's 2 pockets also, for your earrings and stuff. You just fold it up and tie it and throw it in your bag.
If you're a person that likes to be organized, if you've got your travel bag, You've got
the travel bags. And
beautiful, and you'll be unique, especially in the States, right?
Yeah.
You have a batik, and people be like, "Wait, so it's online?"
We are online, yes.
So what's your, can you tell women out there who actually, if they ever want to start their own thing, what are your words of advice to them?
Yeah, you know, I think what's important is that you stay true to yourself in what you do. Like for us, you know, we started this business wanting to give back and to help women. I mean, some of that's, Malaysia's a great place, with a lot of the religions and things here, and I've learned a lot about my own faith here. So one thing that's important to us is that, you know, everything's from God and everything comes from Him. So you have to remember that when you do business. So I think just staying true to why you start something. So even now as we expand and we're introducing more seamstresses that are not necessarily single moms and things, we want to make sure we continue to give back to the community.
What you started on.
Yeah, and so I say that to everybody, you know, think about what it is, what's your passion, what's your dream, and just stay true to yourself and stay true to the roots behind that and why you started it. And just remember that, even if you grow to be the most successful person in the world.
You're a natural at this. Thank you so much, Amy.
Thanks for having us.
Terima kasih, Kak Ana. And thank you so much. I love it, you know, women who inspire today. Well, Bella will be